try it again. Sorry, I'm a little late. Woo! Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, party people. Happy Friday, yo. On Fridays, yo, we dance. Say, revolution is the South Africa stand. Bubblehead in the house. Well, it's gonna be alright. Alright. If you think you can, or you think you can't, you were right. That's what I want to talk about today. Crazy, impossible, irrational. Does that make sense? If you think things are crazy, if you think they're impossible, if you think that they're irrational, you're right. You guys ready? It's Friday, man. We gotta get some emotions up here. So get those hands up. I don't care where you are right now. Pump it up, let's go. Come on, and it's gonna be alright. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yours truly, Victor Glide Alisea in the house. How's everybody feeling out there, man? Let me know how you're feeling on this Friday right now. Let me get some hashtags. I'm feeling good. I'm ready. Whatever it is, give me some hashtags for other people to see. Let's get some people pumped up. I want to see where you're coming in from. How's everybody doing? Where you guys coming in from right now? Let's see something. Might have to. Can't really see you guys, but that's all right. I got to fix my screen later. I'll take care of that. But I want to talk to you today about words like crazy, impossible, and irrational, right? Words like that, absurd. That'll never happen. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're going to be right. That's the bottom line. These words have something in common, something specific in common, right? They suggest an improbability. They suggest things that you cannot do. They suggest things that are over there, not right here in front of you. Things that will never come true. They're just crazy. That's impossible. That's irrational, man. That's absurd. They suggest that you're not in control, that you don't have a way of overcoming all the things in your life. They suggest that you're going to be stuck, that you're going to be average. They're too far-fetched. Can't do that. They mock scenarios that don't fit well, and they don't play well with the standard, the ideas of the world. That's just not normal. You can't do that. They're too hard to achieve. Not possible. Crazy. Impossible. Absurd. That's irrational, Vic. You're being irrational. Well, let me tell you something. I like being irrational. I like being crazy. I love the impossible. I don't know about you. Where do you play in? Do you play in the safe? Do you play in the average? Me? I like to play in the crazy. I like to play in the impossible. I like to be irrational. People we tend to view life as it is. A lot of people like to say, well, it is what it is. Now, what is that? People love saying it is what it is. What does that mean? Because it is what it is because you let it be what it is. It is what you want it to be. It is what you can strive for. It is what you go for. It isn't what it is. It is what it is a cop-out. It's a cheap way of saying, I don't need to try this. I don't need to fix this. It is what it is. I'm good here. What is that? It isn't what it is. It should be what it could be. You have to have your visions. You have to have dreams. If you have no visions and no dreams, then it is what it is. Because that's crazy. That's impossible. That's irrational. But if there's one thing that I want you to remember, if there is one thing that I want you to remember, if it's one thing that I really want you to think about right here, right now, is that every single thing in your life, every single thing in your life that you've created was at one time crazy. Every single thing that you in your life that has happened and that you've done beyond what's normal was at one time impossible. Everything, single thing in your life was at one time irrational. All the things that we have right now are irrational. Bridges, so many different things. It was at one point absurd. But you see, this changes. You know why this changes? Because at some point there are some people in the world that were brave enough to look up and say and acknowledge that reality is forever evolving. Reality evolves, it grows, it changes, it brings new things constantly. You see, being a human in a metal object driving 60 miles an hour on the road was crazy, right? Think about that. People were like, are you freaking out of your mind? You know, flying from one destination to another, flying in the air was absurd, irrational. That was crazy. Communicating on the phone, you know, instantaneously across the world was crazy, y'all. It was crazy. Talking on here with you right now. That was crazy. Hi. I like being part of this crazy. Let me get some highs. Hashtag hi. This is crazy. But we get to do this live right now. Every morning I'm showing up with you guys. Monday through Friday. 7:30 in the morning. Listen to me. I want you to listen clearly. I want you to listen. Bobblehead is right here going to talk to you right now. You ready? Listen to Bobblehead. If your dreams are not crazy, if your ideas are not crazy, you are simply thinking too small. You see, you need crazy. We need crazy. The world needs crazy. The world needs impossible. It needs irrational to continue to survive, to thrive. It needs absurd. The world needs crazy, impossible, irrational, absurd. Change will always be crazy, guys. And we need change constantly. We need to be growing. Because if we're not growing, we're dying. We don't want to stay where we're at. You want to grow, evolve. You know, change requires us to break away from that and what is. Change requires us to break away from that. It means we're stirring things up. It means that you are shaking the world and declaring, yes, yes, this is possible. My dreams are possible. This can be real. What I want can be real. Look around you. People have made real out of crazy forever. I can. I will. I must. If you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. Be right about what you can. The more we change things, the more the world joins in. And it reacts accordingly. What was crazy before becomes normal. You become what you dream of. You can. And you open the door for what's to come when you go for crazy, when you think irrational, when you step out of a box. Crazy is what shapes what's best, the best part of everyday life. Let me get some hashtags. I'm crazy. Hashtags, I'm irrational. Hashtag, I'm absurd. Crazy is what awakens your soul. It creates adventure for you. You know, crazy is what rises your passions. Do the things that set your soul on fire. Be alive. Be crazy. Be irrational. Be absurd. Step into greatness. Let me tell you one more thing. I want you to play hard. I want you to be a wolf. And if you are going to run from anything, it should be from the boundaries we unnecessarily create, from the limitations that only you believe, from the fears of failure that are in your head. Run from this and into the arms of crazy. Please run into the arms of crazy. Run into the arms of impossible. Run into the arms of irrational. Into the arms of absurd. Be crazy. Do crazy. And have crazy. Be do have. Be crazy. Be irrational. Be absurd. Do crazy. Do irrational. Do absurd. And have crazy. Have irrational. It's time for you to raise your standards. It's time for you to step out into greatness. It's time for you to not be average. Average is never going to be crazy. The world will constantly, it needs crazy to evolve, to grow. You need crazy to evolve, to grow, to be who you're supposed to be. You have to have a vision and a dream and allow it to be true. Because if you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Driving in a car was crazy. Flying in a plane was crazy. Telephones are crazy. Put your hands up. What you're dreaming right now is crazy. But it's next. Make it happen. I love you out there. I believe in you. You have greatness in you. Show up today. I'll see you on Monday, guys. Have a great weekend. On and on and on and on. Words like crazy, impossible, irrational. Those things stir up things. Hashtag, I'm gonna stir up things. Stir them up, stir them up, stir them up. I love you guys, man. If you had some value from this one, man, share it with other people. Victor Glide Alisea in the house, bringing you morning motivation. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have an incredible weekend. God bless.